Hey, what's up, guys? So today we're back at it again with another Leet Code. It's another easy one. This one was just one that I saw that was kind of fun, and it teaches you a little bit about string manipulation, especially within language like C++. So I was like, why not? Let's take a crack at it. So essentially what they're saying is that we're given an IP address, and we all know what IP addresses look like. It's one or two digits with a bunch of dots in between. And so this thing, what they call is a defanged IP address. And essentially all you're doing is replacing the dot with this brackets around the dot. So all this is string manipulation. And this is very easy to solve in C++. So for example, right, if our input address is 1.1.1.1, we're going to replace it with 1. Every dot is going to be replaced with 2 brackets surrounding the dot. So all we have to do, honestly, is we would begin by creating a string. This will be the value returned because our function returns a string, and I'm just gonna call it a string answer. Now, what we do need to do is we need to figure out what the size of the address being passed in is. So C++ in their string library, all you have to do is we can store this as an integer value. We can do int size, we'll do int size str equals, and it would be the string name, which is address, and we'll be given that, dot size. And the only thing to remember is that this is going to return 1 bigger than if we were working with arrays. So when you are looping through it, you need to go through it as 1 less, or you can just go up into it with a less than instead of less than equals. So next, let's just loop through the string. So for int I equals 0, that's standard. I is less than size str, and an I++. So once we get to the point where we're at the for loop, what's going to happen is that we have 2 cases, right? Either we have an integer value or we have a dot. And specifically, the only time we're replacing something or even changing anything to string is when you have a dot. So we can have 2 cases. So if address at the index of I, which will loop the string piece by piece. This is kind of a weird text idea, but at that equals, and we use the equals operator to check if they are. And remember, a single thing is a char, so we're going to use single quotes. So if that's the case, right? I tabbed over one time too many. If that is the case, then all we have to do is replace. So in our new string, we're basically going to add on to the string with the character they want us to replace it with. So we can do answer. Remember, in C++, you can do plus equals to a string, and it'll just add on to a string. Answer plus equals. Now this is multiple characters, so this is not going to be a single quote, it'll be a double quote. Now, the other case is that we have an integer, and we don't need a condition because if it's anything other than a dot, we're not doing anything. So we just got to maintain what the original value was. So all you have to do is answer plus equals address at I. And yeah, and all we do at the end is we're just going to return answer. And I misspelled that. And let's check it out. And there you go. First case is run, second case is accepted. And you can see that essentially what happened is a loop through. It said, okay, so address at index 0 is a 2. That's not a dot, so we're going to move forward and we're going to append a 2. 5, same thing. When it got to here, it said, hey, this is a dot. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace, not replace, we're going to append to our new string this character they want us to replace it with. And that's all it is. Let's submit it. And there we go. Hopefully you guys learned something today. This is probably not the fastest solution, but it is definitely in the upper end. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.